Christian Steele. Thank you. Hello. Are we well? Brilliant. I've been some of you thinking, oh, look at that, they've booked a midget sting. It's lovely to be here. Thank you. I'm from Newcastle. Have we got any other little people in tonight from Newcastle? Brilliant. That's enough for a fight. It's lovely. And are you a proper Geordie? I'm a proper Geordie, by the way. I'm a proper Geordie, and by that I mean I was born within the sound of a bloke hitting his wife. That is where I'm from. It is. But I live in London now. I live in London in Finsbury Park. Do I have any little London people? No, that's good. I live in Finsbury Park. It's a very edgy place, Finsbury Park. Everybody, you've heard the riots, and everyone's like a little mini gangster and everything. Like, I was trying to buy a record today, and I went in there, and all that. Do you know what I hate? It's how the white kids talk in this strange kind of like Jamaican patois. Have you heard that? It's like everything's like in it and yes blood, and then I'm talking to a white guy and I think I should cool up what I'm doing, so I'm like, yeah, I'm holding my balls going, yeah, in it, like I don't know what the hell I'm doing. And I went in to buy a record. He didn't have the record I wanted, and so he had to take my details. So I go in there and he's like, all right, blood, and I'm like, what? And he goes, what's your name? And I'm like, it's Christian Steele. And he went, street name. And I'm like, I've got this. G-Dog. He went, no blood, the street where you live. And I'm like, oh, okay. I knew that. And then he kind of laughed at me and went, hey, like that, and I didn't know what to do, so I shook his fist. It was a really embarrassing exchange. Look at this lovely table full of men there. It's like the Brokeback Mountain Appreciation Society there. That's lovely to have you with us, lads. It's lovely to see. I mean, do I have any couples in tonight? We got couples, people that are actually having sex with each other. That's wonderful. I'm in a strange relationship with my partner. Do you ever get that thing where you're with your partner so long, and then there's just one day, isn't it, where you're comfortable in the relationship, where you just wake up and you think, I hate you. And it's the little things, isn't it? It's the little things like when, you know, you're sleeping in bed and you can hear them breathe. You think, I just want to pressure that, and you think, right, I'm going to go out and I'm going to meet somebody else. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to have sex with somebody else. That's what I'm going to do. And then you get out there on the singles market and you're there, and then you suddenly think, shit, I've got to pretend to be nice. And you've got to hide the fact that you fart as well. Because when you're in your own little relationships, you can be relaxed, can't you? But when you go out there and you're dating somebody on a first night or whatever, you have to pretend for the first year or 2 years that you don't fart. And it's a nightmare. You feel distended, don't you? Going out for 6 or 8 months and stuff, and she might drop a handbag on the floor, and you think, oh, if I bend over right now, I'm going to shit myself. Yeah, you can't run for the bus, can you? Because every step you take, you might touch cloth. You're like, and that's why we go for romantic drives in the countryside, isn't it? Now, why do men want to go for romantic drives in the countryside unless we want to go dogging? And it's good to see you again, sir. But why else do we want to go for romantic drives in the countryside? Because what we do is we drive them past the shitty-ridden fields, put the windows down, turn the radio really loud, fart our asses up and go, can you smell the countryside? That's what we do. It's a nightmare. And I'll tell you something. My partner, she's kind of, we don't speak the same language, me and my partner. We don't, because she's Polish, and I'm, of course, a man. And she's really clean and tidy, and I'm a man. And she loves sex. She loves it. But I don't like it very much because she's a man. And I'm just not very good at picking on with it. And she's like a classic Polish woman. She's very classic. You know, I remember, you know, on the very strict Polish Catholic upbringing. And I remember on the first night, I wanted to make love to her, and I'm standing there. And she said, right, you're not going to make love to me till you put a ring on that finger. So I sat on it. And she had long fingers. It was a lovely night. And I tell you something, madam, on the camera, are you a lights on or a lights off lady when you make love? On. Wow. Take me out, let the dog see the rabbit, innit? That's it. You want to see what you're playing with. My girl, she likes the lights turned off, right? And when, you know, because the brother scratched her when she's 7 and she's really self-conscious. And when women want you to turn the light off in bed, it's always the man that has to do the walk of shame. While still erect, to the light. And I don't know as a man how to carry that off, because girls, you got the body made for it, the slinky little body and everything, and it's made to slink away and do the light off, and we can walk. When a man, we got nowhere to pull this up, to flap it. You can't do like little, you think, should I do big steps or little steps? Because if you do little ones, it's doing that all the time. And you can't kind of carry it off coolly and go, I'm going to do big strides, big strides. That's, you know, you could take somebody's eye out. You could blind a midget. It's a health and safety risk. And, you know, I'm in bed and the lights are turned off and you've stubbed your toe on the bed and you're fiddling around. I can't see what's going on. I thought I took my girlfriend's top off. At least I thought I had. I changed the duvet. Yeah. I've been licking the dog out for 20 minutes. I didn't even notice the difference, to be honest. I didn't actually prefer the dog. It was much more appreciative, and it had those beautiful spaniel eyes and long ears so you can pull it on. And that's the thing. But I love, do we have any people in from Wales tonight? The Welsh, we got one man from, now I would never take the mick out of Wales. I think Wales is one of the most beautiful parts of England. I do. And the thing with Wales, I was in Wales recently, and people sort of say, if you're Welsh, you make love to sheep, don't you? That's the big thing, isn't it? You're sheep shaggers. And now, I'm a Geordie. Now, do the Geordies remember Freddie the dolphin that swam off the northeast coast of England? We had a dolphin that swam off the northeast coast of England, and this Geordie bloke made love to it. Yeah. Now, we know it was a Geordie bloke that did it because only a Geordie bloke could get and sustain an erection in the North Sea. It's true. It's like -30, isn't it? I mean, you wouldn't have them down south. They all surf down there, don't they? They've got yachts in Cornwall and stuff, and there'll be a bloke on his yacht going, "Oh, Terence, look at that lovely, beautiful sea mammal. It could be a platypus, I don't know. Give me more balsamic vinegar and a leather-bound copy of J.K. Jerome, 3 Men in a Boat." Only a Geordie bloke could stand on the beach and go, "See that dolphin, Dave? I'm gonna fuck it." And it's true. And do you know what's weird about it? I do kids' parties as well. The weird thing about this is, it's true, I do. And the weirdest thing about this is, the bloke got 6 months in prison for having non-consensual sex with a dolphin. Now, how do you get a dolphin to consent? What is sex and dolphin? What is it? I mean, how did they find out? Did they get the dolphin as a chief witness in the court with a little bath of water, and the judge is there going, "Did you enjoy it?" And the dolphin's there going, "Actually, no, I didn't." You know, dolphins can kill great white sharks. If it didn't want to get wanked off, it would have kicked up a fuss. It's true. You watch that TV show Flipper. You remember Flipper? You know, a little Flipper pokes his head above the water, and that little bloke's going, "What's that, Flipper, mate? There's a little boy drowning." Flipper's going, "I couldn't give a fuck about him. I've got fins, wank me off, for fuck's sake." It's a whole tale of frustration. It really is. That's why they stick their heads out the water. I've often wondered, right, Geordies, we love the cold, right? I mean, Newcastle is the cold and flu capital of the UK. As my mum always says to me, in the wintertime, if you wear your T-shirt on in the house, you won't feel the benefit of it when you go outside. And it's true. And you can imagine, why didn't a Geordie bloke make it to the South Pole first? Why didn't we do that? We're genetically made for it, and you could see the race there. You know, little Geordie bloke going, "Snowflakes, I'll punch every flake in the face." And you could see that, you could see the race, and you could see Scott of the Antarctic pacing his way there. And just as he reaches it, there'd be a Geordie bloke standing there in his T-shirt with a fag and a six-pack. And the Geordie bloke would look at Scott and go, "Ah, you puff, you're wearing a coat. I could have done it in me underpants." But I love where I live. I love where I live in Finsbury Park. It's lovely because I live near Hampstead in Snappy Snaps in Hampstead, where George Michael crashed into it when he was high on dope. Do you remember that? That was hilarious. He got drunk again. I mean, you can still see the crash site in Snappy Snaps now. It's still there. And somebody's graffitied Wham, which is nice. And yeah, and I love the fact that they sent somebody like George Michael, a man that has got done for lewd conduct in public, Brokeback Mountain table, a man that's got done for lewd conduct in public and has a drug problem, they send him to a place like prison, where 90% of the inmates take drugs, and there is more cock in there than you can shake cock at. Yeah, that kind of logic. What are you going to do, send Michael Barrymore to Wet n Wild? It's insane. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is my time, I believe. I've loved talking to you. My name is Christian Steele. God bless, take care, and good night.
Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Steele. It was a dolphin, wasn't it? It was a dolphin.
It was definitely
brilliant, that. It's not from me, it's from me up country. He lives in Derbyshire, so that's going for him. So, Christian, well, that was no holds barred, mate. That was as good as a wrestling, that was, mate, wasn't it? So, and listen, but that's what it's all about. It's originality. It's you went out there, and there is a big gap in the market for comedy. We all need a darn good laugh. Who's brought you here tonight?
I'm with Desire Events, Tom, Fowler, and Paul from Desire Events. So thank you for them for bringing me here and getting me here today in Coventry. So thanks to them. They're over at the back there.
Over at the back. Give us a wave. In the light, can't see him. Good to see you. Now, where are you based?
I'm based in London, but gig out throughout the UK and all over the world, abroad, everywhere. Did Tenerife recently, just after a week after that woman got her head chopped off. I was there doing comedy, which was lovely.
Yeah. You never say, give me head in Tenerife, do you?
No, I don't. But I'll blow you for a sandwich, so...
So we're both looking for work later on, so that's good. The tang in your voice. Now, you're not London-born, are you?
No, I'm a Geordie, born and bred. But as I say, I did a little bit of blue material tonight, but I do a clean stuff. I've got a clean set and a naughty set, so I was trying to cater for everybody. So, yeah.
Listen, you did what your art told you to do, mate, and it was brilliant. And you're from Newcastle, great comedians come from Newcastle. My missus is actually in Newcastle on the 31st of October. She flew up there on her Nimbus 2000, her new broom, and crutchless as well, crutchless, yeah. It wouldn't have turned the blokes on, better grip. But anyway, it's just... Christian, so they can go and see the guys at Desire. Well, like I say, I know where you want to work. You want to work anywhere where there's an audience that's going to laugh and appreciate what you do. And I certainly laugh, and they certainly laugh. Ladies and gentlemen, Christian Steele. Well done, mate.